Good time zones, everyone, and welcome to what appears to resemble a Tuesday. And you never know, it might actually be a Tuesday. I just not entirely convinced I know. I'm fairly sure that if there was any energy in my day, the squirrels stole it. So, yes, welcome in, everybody. And Taryn, you should definitely check out the VOD of this stream after you've watched all of the stream. I really, yeah, that seems an odd one. I wish I knew why. I would even attempt to resolve it if I had the foggiest one, or if I even had half a bit of control. How is everybody? Yes, let's have a look. We have a Terran, we have a Frauke, we have a True Purple, and a Raven Trickster. We have a Seribot being a good bot. Welcome into all of you. We have a Super Fast Feg. Welcome in. True. Hold on. It's not button day, is it? Why have we got people getting buttons? Welcome into True Purple, and thank you so much for 20 months. Blast is playing Phasmo. All I can say is don't keep turning over tarot cards. Stop turning over the tarot cards. And thank you for the 16-month streak of 18 months of subscription. And boop to you too. I've only played Phasmophobia once. It was, it was not good. Welcome into Nordic Wolf and Kay the River Cat. Even with that, what's free time? Welcome into Sin Lily. Scroll. One of these days I'll manage to get to the bottom of the chat before the end of the day. Welcome into everybody. I'm fairly sure on Friday I was building an airship. Although I woke up this morning, loaded stream and found myself in IKEA. So I'm not quite sure how I got there. You ever have one? I swear I'm suffering from the hangover. Thank you, True Purple, for those 100 bits, which is just awesome. Thank you. Alright. I should remember to push that button. I've got red lights all over the place telling me that I hadn't pushed it. One thing that I looked at about 2 seconds after the start of stream. Mojang have just put out a snapshot. And that snapshot has what could be loosely described as vertical half slabs. Okay. They're not half slabs. They're shelves, apparently. But they take up half. Somebody described them as unflappable trapdoors. It's in the latest snapshot release. It's causing a huge amount of discussion in the Spawn Chunks channel. And in fact, hold on, let me just do copy link, and I will paste it into general under the heading of wait, they've added what? So, yes. And Nordic Wolf is on a 3-stream streak going... Meow. Thank you, Taryn. Did you just grab that out of Discord? I probably should have posted it here as well. Don't know why I didn't. Grr. Train of thought. Information gathering is not my strong point today. Well, actually, information gathering has been my strong point today. The problem is I've been doing a lot of it because I've had to... Yeah, I was at work. My brain is non-functional. The squirrels have... No, that's not very helpful. The squirrels have a lot to answer for. Oh. What? That's an O. I haven't read all of it yet. You know what else that would be useful for? Please let me know. I'm very curious. I'm just going off the summaries. My sign from... I'm not rebuilding it. I am not rebuilding the sign from yesterday. Not even to take out the M word. I mean, the M word's already been taken out of the sign. Right. Mm-hmm. I mean, the fact that there's a... that I could redo it with more, but... Are you trying to get me killed? I mean, really? Are you trying? I eat my... I eat my pork chop at you. That just... What? Right? I don't know, Raven. I don't... I said it without thinking, which is usually pretty normal around here. It's just safer not to worry. Hold on. Why do I feel like I'm missing some half slabs? Yes, I am. Whoops. Yeah, I was about to say, I'm fairly sure even I said hi to Raven. I didn't say boo to a goose, I said hi to a raven. No. That's what I was looking for. Why did I empty my inventory into... You know, 6 months from now, I'll be... somebody will download the world file and go, why do you have these random things in these barrels that are purely part of the infrastructure, part of the structure of this? And I'll be like, I placed them there. As long as I don't do something silly like place my sword in there, we'll be all right. Does anyone know where I put my sword? Sorry. I have a slightly longer brain cell than that. Slightly what? Slightly... What the heck? Slightly longer brain cell. I give up. Sword was last... Oh! Feg? I'm not even gonna... I'm just gonna oh my at that. I believe the long answer to that, Taryn, is I haven't a clue. Fringe off a vengeful cosmic. I'm sure that's what you meant. Absolutely positive that's what you meant. And this is how... This is how conversations go downhill. Not... I was about to say not with a bang, but with a whimper. It's less... Not with a bang, but with a... No! Moving on. Family friendly. Family friendly adjacent. Ah! Hey, TGM. Defending myself after the M word gate. Wow. Wow. And now it's and now my bed is damp because it's raining on it. Hey Ritsu, welcome in. Hey Glipexy, welcome in as well. feel like that last... Wait a minute. Where's my stone shulker? There's a shulker that's supposed to be here. I have no idea, True Purple. I really don't. It's... Oh, am I like this when I'm playing FF? Sometimes I'm worse. Moscow Hosco, welcome in. I've lost a shulker. The worst thing is, I've lost a shulker that's one of my primary materials right now. I've been known to log into FF. I've been known to log into FF. Also, welcome in to Landstrad and Urban. Hail Hydrate. Thank you, Landstrad. Thank you, Raven. I've just... now that you said it, I've just worked out where it is. And a stretch as well. Oh, thank you. But only to keep my house. Yes, I still have a house. I think I look after my house in FF just as well as I look after my house in the real world. I occasionally log into it and make sure that it's still there. Why are you over here? Farthing Newton. Right, you know what? I'm gonna bring... No, I'm not. I was about to say, let's turn this area into my construction site and bring over my my shulkers. But that would just be begging for me to get confused. Hello, Alcon. Welcome in. Your wife asks that of you all the time. I'm so terribly sorry. Whee. My brain just went... Your wife asks if Scots is like this in FF all the time. And I'm what? Just stretch yourself really sleepy. It was your first day volunteering at the Oh, nice! It was your first day. And welcome into MP Clark as well. No, why are you over here? Ah, right. So absolutely nothing to do with, is Scots like this all the time? The worst thing is, I don't know. I try not to be. And we have a Pokemon in check. A Pokemon in chat, even. A Pokemon in check. Yes, do a poker check if you need to. Oh, well... Happy Cake Day for yesterday, Glampixie, and I hope you had a great day. Very much what the heck is multitasking? Yes, happy belated Cake Day. Happy belated Spawning Day, and all of the other variations thereof. I do hope you had a fantastic day. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, thing. Thing. Is that the same? You know, there are days like this that I really ponder. Yes. There are days that I really ponder. Just not sure whether or not the a pondering, a pondering, a pondering, a pondering. Indie Minecraft, the mighty Minecraft. Scotsman wonders why. Indie Minecraft, the mighty Minecraft. Scotsman's lost his mind. Ow. The half slabs are different. Are they? I think there's still this area I haven't finished raising up yet, and these ones are which raises the question. No. That one's not being raised. So those, yes, there. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Have a good lurk, Moscow, and I hope work goes okay. And I'm fairly sure that one goes perfectly fine into the Christmas album, I'm sure. Nice day, friends took you to lunch at a Neapolitan pizza place, and you got mango gelato. Ooh. Gelato is always nice. Not so sure about the mango, but personal preferences and all of that jazz. If you had a good day, that's the important bit. Kind of. Oh, I'm so terribly sorry, Landstrat. You may have the other. You may have the community brain cell right now. I sure as heck don't. Considering I just walked straight off the side of the ship. Right. Why do I not have the materials? I think I know why I was at IKEA. No, that can't be right. I'm fairly sure that one of the shulkers over here has raw stone in it. Huzzah! Raw stone. So I still have no idea why I was at IKEA. There has to be a reason. Oh well, I'm sure it'll. I'm sure the reason will make its presence known eventually. Probably shortly after I start. No, that isn't. That's a shulker, not a stonecutter. Shortly after I swear about it. Reason is going to come into the flight with a steel I hope not. I'm fairly sure I've not signed up to a UFC contest. Vaguely recall me saying something about Blackstone. You see, that would make sense, except for the fact that one of those shulkers has Blackstone in it as well, Raven. That one. The impressive thing is, I managed to figure it out. No, neither do I. From Scott singing earlier, it's more likely to come into the fight with a steel band. Oh, just don't beat me over the head with one of the barrels that they use for some of those. That would be painful. Although that would explain why those barrels have the I was about to say the burn marks, the dents in them. They have the dents in them from beating me over the head with them. course, the music might be a bit al dente. I've been around Blast too much. I am beyond saving. Help me. Or is it too late? I'm beyond saving. So much not right here. Yes. Something is not right. One of these things is not like the others. And I do believe it is this one. No, I said help me, not hell me. The Nether is the second half of the week. You know, the third section. Second half of an odd number. Absolutely, perfectly sensible. Quite how you can have the second half of an odd number is anyone's guess. And you need help here and now instead? Well, fairly sure that the help I need right now is psychiatric. I was about to say psychotic. Probably both. No, hold on. It's this bit I was fixing. That one. Right, at which point that should probably be like that. No, actually it probably shouldn't, because I need to put a wall in. I need to run a wall. Let's grab some of these as well. Thanks. So the question becomes how to add the FNAF bubble. I kind of feel like it should be this, except no, it shouldn't, because that should be something. Don't fall off again. I feel like I've changed the shape of this and not changed the shape of that at some point. No, I don't think I have. I'm fairly sure I'm untranslatable, Raven. We tried putting the information into Google Translate. We tried putting the information into Google Translate, and Google Translate said, "You what, mate?" But what about rotatable? What the heck is rotatable? Whoa! Well, that was interesting. That broke quick. Right. I think I know what I'm doing. That one made me jump, Elcorn. Oh, Lord. I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that. I forgot that that exists. Why do I not have much? I think I know what I'm doing right before falling off the ship and failing to grab the scaffolding multiple times on the way down. Yeah. Hey, at least I gave up on it and just decided to land somewhere. Have a good seminar, Theg. It's the thing is, Elcorn, it's attached with a 10% chance. At least I think it's a 10% chance. So it doesn't always go off, which makes it even more shocking when it does happen. Well, hey, you've oxidized. I'm going to let you oxidize even further. Call me crazy. I'm crazy, yes. Where was I going before I said call me crazy? Oh yes. I like the added, yeah. I like the added confusion of the 10% chance of that happening, because it means that sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't, and I never know when it's going to happen. But don't call me Shirley, and don't call me late for dinner. So crazy, how am I doing? I'm not entirely convinced I know how I'm doing, Landstrad. I'm fairly sure that the answer to that is badly, given that I managed to fall straight off this thing and miss the, yeah. At least I didn't miss the ground. We have a Heliosk. Heliosk? Yes. A Heliosk in chat. No, falling and missing the ground is how you fly. Exactly. I'm just not very good at it. That's better. Now I need... Okay, this is starting to feel a bit... This is starting to feel a bit more like it's civilized design. I'm not quite sure what it's civilized about, but hey. Open cans, gets swarmed, cat gets disappointed, it's not cat food. Of course. About those vertical slabs, they're going to be great for the hulls of smaller airships. Oh. Ooh. Oh, that's going to be dangerous. That's going to be so dangerous. I'm looking forward to it. For those just arriving, there is a new snapshot out today from Mojang. And they've added what could be described only as vertical half slabs. Apparently they're shelves. But they're half a... yes. So, yeah. I'm looking forward to playing with those when they arrive. Yeah. Chiseled vertical exit. I think they're basically chiseled bookshelves that are half the depth. Is that what they are? Or I don't know. I haven't had a chance to read, look at, or get confused by the notice. Thank you, Taryn. I mean, I don't know how often I'm going to reference. How often am I going to reference it? Always remember to correctly dereference your memory items, because otherwise you'll end up with a memory leak. I think I forgot to actually activate my elytra there. Elytra, activate! Only after you land in the water. Whoopsie. Hey, Jerry May. Welcome in. Yep. Right, let's make myself some sticks. Typical. I have an odd number of bamboo. I guess that makes it my odd bamboo. Me odd bamboo, me odd bamboo. Never get in trouble with me odd bamboo. Diamond Miner Mum, welcome in. Good to see you. Ow. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna collect a couple of things from up here. I believe that I'm beyond saving. Might be beyond quite a few things. And apparently the ability to catch scaffolding on the way down is one of them. It's days like this that warp plates come in handy. It's days like this that not falling off of a ship comes in handy. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. You'll do 2 of those, and apparently I don't have the other. Right. The other thing that I need, because they're down here. Nope. Yes. Salt sand. And that's not helpful. That's helpful. Who wants popcorn? Frequently. Right. I know I'll also need a bucket. Do I have a do I have a ender chest down here? Yes, I do. Excellent. It's a bucket of water. I'm just going to grab a bucket, seeing as how I'm just surrounded by popcorn is still on cold. Yeah. Almost in tune to the music as well. Right. this is purely temporary, but it's purely temporary in the aid of... I wait for my popcorn to cool. No. Oh, actually, have I got sand? Sand would probably be better for this. Ow. Because then... later I can... Yeah, caramel popcorn to share. Ooh. Too sweet for me. I'm more of a sweet and salty popcorn fan myself. But, yeah. There's nothing poor permanent. Aha! I might not know where my sand is, but I do know where my gravel is. Ooh, sweet and salty. You've got that too. Yum. Hey, Canadian Dragon. Welcome in. I'm hoping that this will be temporary. Here. Alright. Oh, fiddle snarks. Last time you had caramel popcorn was a decade or more ago. Oof. You're not in a very helpful place. You're not helpful. Right. Why not make a wind charge launcher? I don't have a stable supply of wind charges. I don't actively have a trial chamber that is currently connected to anything around the world. Whereas building a bubble elevator, since when have I borrowed to? Wow. I mean, brutally accurate, but wow. Apparently I can't place gravel correctly. Had lots in Guildrush, just trial chambers or well, a lot of the breeze charges, wind charges, breeze rods, wind charges. Get the right combination, Scots. Pick one. It's useful. A lot of those came from the dungeons. Because breezy bits. Look, it's just because I'm up at altitude, Elkhorn. That's why my bits are breezy. Hey, Sci-Fi, welcome in. Have a good meeting, Raven. I like the way that Raven just decides to vanish in a hurry after that statement. The reason I'm using gravel is because when it comes to actually turning this from being a temporary solution into a non-existent solution, I can just... If Scotsman had a proper fitting trench coat, he wouldn't feel... Oh my. That's just... I can't have a proper fitting trench coat. If I did, how would the squirrels get in and out so easily? I take that statement back. I take that statement back. I never said that. I also apparently misjudged just through the trenches. Yeah, that makes sense. I misjudged the amount of gravel I needed. The use of gravel is purely so that when I decide that this is no longer too late, it's on the internet for God and everyone to see. Oh God. I'm terribly sorry for everyone. I'm terribly sorry for everyone. Wow. I still like that. That came together nicely. Scroll will take the breezy bits. Right, what are the odds that I've just missed? Ooh, I could see myself falling down the middle of that for a second there. You said it and you regret it. That's pretty much every statement that comes out of my mouth, Jerry May. I said it, I regret it. It's the fact that a stack is only going to get me 16 blocks high every stack. I need to get higher. I need to get higher. I want to make it so that I can get to an altitude where I can just jump off and land on the ship with the aid of an elytra. So I might as well just keep going to about here. Right. Put that there. Okay, apparently the altitude's right. I can manage to get from that into the ship. That means I don't have enough... Oh well. That's not a problem. I was about to say, that means I don't have enough kelp. Where, oh where am I going to get kelp from? Isn't breezy bits just what you call kilt wearers on a windy day? Oh my. That's why you have... Bone meal farm. Why would I bother with a bone meal farm? I'm in the ocean. There's like 17 trillion pieces of kelp here. If that's not enough kelp, I'll eat my horse. The fact that my horse at the moment is a bony pony, I'm fairly sure. So I don't kill off the kelp population. And we have a Sudowoodo. Sudowoodo, make me a sandwich. Bone breath is good, but don't eat. Oh, bone broth even. Bone breath? Ooh. Hello, cave. Why are you lit up? That's a cave and a half. That's cool. Completely unhelpful, but it's interesting. Today on Distracted by a Cave, we find Scott... Wait. I thought we did away with... Oh no, we didn't do anything about that island. Skeleton decided it was safer not to bother. No, hold on. Right. Sudowoodo was caught by a Canadian dragon, myself and Ritsu. Yay! We caught it! Apologies for the fact that this probably just looks like a black screen with not much on it right now. Water be dark. Right. And thus, I just have one more thing to do. And that is to break the kelp. Hold on. Apparently attempted to climb onto the island from the side that is not climbable. And away! Whee! There we are. That is how we get back up quickly from here on out. And I don't know why I didn't do that like a week ago. Nope, it was this one that had the kelp in it. For some reason, this one had 10 kelp in it, so I don't know why. I'm just going to take it out and put it there. How do we remove the column of water quickly afterwards? That's a problem for later, Taryn. Part of me says just drop a piece of gravel down it. If I drop one single piece of gravel down, will it actually just destroy all of the water on the way down? Or will it just destroy the top bit? I've never tried that. I feel like I have missed one thing that I should put here. And that is a light source, because I suspect that this is now officially a mob farm that is going to... yeah, you can guarantee I'm going to get a skeleton on there. Depends on lag. I don't have any. So the answer is I'll have to fill the column with it, and then... Is it flowing water from the top, or it's all source now, Landstrad, because bubble elevators don't work unless they're source blocks. That's why I had to put in the kelp, because that turned it into source blocks. I don't think I actually knew my Minecraft physics sometimes. You, and you. Don't need as much block as there is water, because you don't think sand is a... Yeah, that's... Yeah. Probably a stack semi-slowly. Yes. Or a very explosive arrival at the top is another possibility. Scotsman has arrived at the top of the bubble column. Yeah, I could see that happening as well. Oh well. Oh well. That's all, folks. Scotsman's gone kaboom. I'm forever going kaboom. Oh, and Elkhorn has remembered to check in. Thank you, Elkhorn. Didn't I take... Oh no, I took it out on the other side. That one. Oh, and we have a hydrate and a stretch. Streamer gotchi! Heil hydrate! And... hold on. I'm curious about something. Yes. Okay, that's a definite. Alright, and a stretch as well. You've never heard of it referred to as Streamergotchi. It's like a Tamagotchi, but looking after a streamer. I'm tempted to... if I had any programming skills left... yeah, if I had any programming skills left, it would be the sort of thing that would actually be good for having in the corner, like a Tamagotchi. Just where you look after it by causing it to hydrate and stretch every so often. I just haven't heard the mashup term. Aha! We do the mash. We do the streamer mash. The streamer mash. The streamer gotchi mash. Yes. Kermy? Wait, Kermy. Curse your sudden and inevitable betrayal. You know... Oops. Just run the camera count straight through the bubble column. I'm thinking... Which is very bad form, I know. I might as well just take... that out. And that out. Does that look alright still? It might, but only if I turn the this block into a stair. I might need to turn the block next to it into a stair, but I haven't the foggiest how I would get there. No. Actually, yes. No. Oh, actually, yes. Some days I'm fairly sure I'm beyond saving. And that's just on the... That's just on the days that I do that to myself. Oh, I'm just the... Yeah. Right. You know, something tells me that the few minutes spent building this are going to be very useful today. Oh. Hey, Kel. Welcome in. How you doing? Are you fully better now? Right. And now I'm going to deliberately drop myself off this building. And collect everything that's landed down here. So as not to leave random materials dotted around the islands. Off by 2 squirrels. What? Why are we off by... Oh, is that what you're missing for... Wait, what? Why are you off by 2... I'm gonna need context for LK. Is that what you're missing for PCG? Oh. Yeah, that's going to have to change. Because we hit a full scurry yesterday as well. So the scurry is hitting a full scurry very rapidly now. It's gone from every couple of days to daily. So I definitely need to change that. And you are 100%. Excellent. Thank you for drawing my attention back to the fact that I hadn't the foggiest what I just asked. $100 for a nice round number. I'm thinking of making it that, Landstrad, and in fact, actually, before I forget for the 3rd day running, or for the 300th day running, there it is, check-in equals 100. We've reached a full scurry. There we are. Okay, so check-ins have now been changed to 100. I'm afraid. 100% better. No more ick in your system. No more ick is a good thing. Ick is bad. Unless, of course, it's icky thump. Icky thump is a good thing. But nobody can remember what icky thump is. Actually, I think it's more ecky thump. Ecky thump, icky thump. It's one of the above. I don't know. Yeah. Let's get 2 more on that. Hold on. Let's get 1 more on that. That's... what? Fair, previous numbers were cool because of the giant charity, £10 every other day. It's not even every other day, Frauke. When it's become daily, that's when it becomes a problem. Yeah, that's another issue. Right, let's change you to this, and then put another one of those there. Gods, now there's a reference you keep hearing from your dad. Hold on, scrolling. And you haven't foggiest clue what it's from. Icky thump. And we have another Pokemon in chat, just to confuse matters even further. Yeah, I'm going to try and catch it anyway. Need to work out what we're going to make that out of, but we'll sort it out in a minute. It's an acorn Pokemon, so go squirrel scurrying. So what do we do with this window? Or do we just turn this into a wall? This one might be better as a wall. Hey, I caught it. Woohoo! And so did Elkhorn. Nice. Sorry, Clam Pixie. Right, this... Did I bring up the glass? Ow. Is my glass? No, no. Oh, okay, so the glass is still in the ender chest. Claim your poker dailies, because that too is a weekly. Oh, I haven't done that for a long time. I should probably get around to doing that. Ooh. See, that looks alright, except for the fact that it doesn't. Huh. Huh. Oh, even worse. That doesn't connect. Oh, how did I not notice that at all? Right, so you can't be that. And apparently that block is now hanging out outside. How kind of it. Get back here. I'm gonna put one of these in. What are we gonna... Well, the Nifnebel. If I take that out and replace it with two of those, I could just put the stair I've just taken out into here, like so, and that works. That works. Excellent. Okay, now I just need to do that over on this side. I love the way that these things, when you break them, just go anywhere they want. Anywhere they want. The pieces go a-flying. Anywhere they want. The pieces go a-flying. Right, that. This and this. See, that feels good. I like that. Is there a way you can remove it? Keep giving gifted Pokeballs. Feel bad they could have gone to Summoner. I don't know, Kay. I don't know in the slightest. I've not actually not tried to figure that one out. I wonder if there's probably a... So there's a Poker start for joining it. I wonder if there's a Poker end, Poker exit. Remove the PCG in the window below. It's another option. That way they can no longer see your name in chat. I guess that would do it. Right. You know, I think this might be better if I just turn it into solid. Trying to turn it into glass might be too much. I think we can just do a solid wall here. Well, for values of solid. Let's put the glass away before I realise that I've got it. Right, so if I put you here, and that there, I could probably do... What have we got over here? Yeah, that'll work. If I put in 4 walls, these 4 walls keep closing in. Ah. That's not joined, because that's Gardefnebel. Gardefnebel? Gardefnebel. List of commands. Found doesn't seem to include any for it. And trying to look up. Yeah. Rage quit videos. Oh dear. Am I on top of the right block? Yes. Goodbye! I didn't need that block. I'm wondering if that should have another blue column. I suspect the rage quit videos are from people who've been unable to. It's also the no longer record my data. Very much, yes. No. You're not supposed to be. I appear to be in a location that I can't get out of. Oh, I found the way out. I had a feeling that was going to be the way out. Might as well collect this while I'm down here. That's impressive. How did I end up a block and a half above ground level? Right. Back up the water column. Right. You know, the more that I use that, the more that I'm thinking the water column was so easy. Make it so easy to join and not so easy to leave. AKA, it's Hotel California. Yep. Yeah. That sounds like any app that is basically an app. That one. And that one. And that. This, and this. Excuse me. Did not put that there. Right. 2 here. 2 here. And I need 4 walls. Ah. Thank you for asking, Elcon. There we are. I almost feel like I should put a column here and actually not have this be there. Actually, that might work better. And if I do put a column there, it should probably be the spruce, because that's what I've got for the internal cut. Yeah, that doesn't look right. Because that's there. That doesn't feel right either. Ah! No. I didn't want to remove you. And if I just put walls here, then there's going to be a gap here, which isn't going to work. Ah! However, if I do this, I can put the wall. Yes, that'll work. Let's turn that into those. Get this out of the way. Bring that over here. That's better. That looks a lot nicer than that. There we are. I'm almost tempted to do the same here now. Like, well, I've done it in one place, I might as well do it again. There we are. Thank you for sitting through the ads, Kel. And everybody else. They are, unfortunately, a fact of dealing with Twitch. You have to put them somewhere. Well, you generally have to put them somewhere. I try to keep them short. Ads are... Uh-oh. That's not the block I was trying to place there. It's the necessary weevil. What? I saw that one coming. I saw that one coming. Thank you so much, Tarrant, for that 6 months of gift sub to Kelberty. And for immediately managing to trigger a level 2 hype train just by doing that. Tarrant, thank you. And thank you for the 100 bits there, Elcorn, as well. Yeah. Right. That looks pretty good. I think that looks fair. Oh, hold on. That should have a thingamabobs at the top of it. But other than that, I'm quite happy with the shape that has given me and the style. Right, I need a Hujima flip to go here. So let's take out this before I realise that it's in the way. Or before I forget that it's in the way. And I need to do one there, and now I need to get 2 Hujima Watsits. Do I have... I do have 2 Hujima Watsits. Excellent. And yet, every time you do it, Taran, I'm still shocked and surprised and very thankful. Diamond Miner Mum, you are amazing, and I do appreciate you being here. And thank you to Kel for being amazing as always. Honestly, everyone in chat is amazing. You're all gorgeous, beautiful people. Because, to be honest, it would be far more boring being here without you. And what is Elkhorn curious about now? I'm worried. Yep. You do have that button as well, Elkhorn. I did. I might not have done it in exactly the same way you have done. I think I ended up setting it so that there is a control... Rather than actually tinkering with a few things, I might have a secondary list elsewhere. I'd have to double check how I've done it. How did I do that? Because I'm fairly sure I put in some special rules. Whoa! And Mad Paradigm giving a single gift sub to this to the channel, and it is going to Okie Dokie 69. Thank you for... Well, that's a name. Welcome in, Mad. I'm not sure it's user-based, because it is set to... Here we are. VIP become mod, VIP drop mod. Because... Add VIP using info from who deemed... Oh, maybe not. So where's the commands list? Because I think I stuck a rule on the command to restrict it quite heavily. Ah, yes. Okay. So it is user-based, Elkhorn. It is. I have a VIP list in StreamerBot. So as a result, Raven cannot run that command to sheathe their sword, and neither can Taran. Yeah, I kept the VIP list, and I gave the commands to the VIPs, and the mods can't actually do that command. Yep, you're stuck there, Taran. You are too awesome and too amazing and too wonderful a person. Whee! The PCG widget is one of the panels below stream. It basically is the one that has all of the Pokemon listed in it. Those two aren't allowed to quit. You can't quit now, dang it! Only 8k more and a better day. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a better day. And you're 8k short? Of what? Yeah... And yet you're still amazing, Taran. He goes empty and just loading swirl. That I don't know about, Kay. No green button. I'm afraid I do not know how to do tech support for all of this. Deep, deep. Internet is absolutely determined not to let you have stable internet for Twitch, but we'll have to do... Oh, blast. That's a shame. Popped it out and now you can see it. I find that happens occasionally. You have to pop it out to see it. Look after yourself, Blast. And exclamation mark Trump only works when it's at the beginning of the message, Elkhorn, I think. Otherwise, that would have gone off at that point. Kel, on the other hand, had no such compunction to wait or to Kel. Yes, Fnurble. Fnurbles doesn't work yet. Fnurbles will work at some point. I do need to get round to actually trying to work out what the heck I'm going to do with Fnurbles. I'm still trying to decide between Yosemite Sam and Muttley. Oh. Great. I get to be chased by a Ravager again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 32. I don't have 32. And that is a hype train success. Thank you to everybody for contributing to that. Total of 7 gift subs and 100 bits. Thank you so much. Honestly, I have no idea what to do with you lot. You do spoil me. Ooh, which one is that? Oh, the Henlo there. Have I got that one? It's just told me I've got all of these emotes. Oh, I do have that one. Yay! That is cute. Whee! Right, let's do 32 stone walls. And put the wall here. Who? And what's the other one, Elkhorn? Yeah. Look, I don't want to pin the message. I want to see what the clapping seal is. Applause break. Okay. Grr. So the reason I'm putting a wall here is because this room is going to be an engine room, and there's going to be an engine in here. It doesn't make any sense to have that, or it might make more sense to have... It's a penguin? That's a penguin? I'll look at the larger version. Oh, you're right. That is a penguin. Whoopsie. So as well as my brain, I need to have my eyes checked. Actually, do I really want to... I'm starting to wonder if it would be better just to have a longer engine room. Yeah, I think it might be better. At which point, if I make all of this engine room... then that doesn't necessarily have to be... That could be a solid wall. Yeah, the new animated ones are pretty impressive. They really do want to make it worth getting them, don't they? So that's there. That is... no. So we'll do that. At which point then we'll try putting in these. Really. So if I do this way around, I actually end up with one left. Woohoo! I'm almost tempted just to turn that. At which point, should that be glass or should that be these? There are so many good ones. I do like good one. I mean, the emote of good one in its own right is a good one. I'm going to leave that as glass. Because it kind of feels like this would be sort of... Yeah. Okay. So actually, I don't want to put this as a wall. I'm going to turn this into a long engine room. What the heck's that one, Elkhorn? Cheers to that. Oh, okay. You see, so many of these I don't even realize I have. Where's my bed? I think the biggest problem we're trying to build something like this is it's got so many non-regular shapes. It would be nice to just... it'd be nice when we get down to actually building the tower. Let's By the time we start building the tower, we'll basically be back to sensible shapes. No, then again. I don't think we will be back to sensible shapes. The odds of me building anything sensible are slim to smeggle. Slim to fnurbles. Right. I think we'll turn that... Yeah, that's good. Right, what did we do? Yeah, no. On a small scale, it looks like a critter licking a lollipop. It does. I thought it was, but I know it isn't. Right, so our next problem is this area. The back of the ship. This bit. Where I'm going to have to actually start thinking properly about how do we link these two sections of the ship together. Because that's probably something I should sort out now before so that I know where I'm going to... Yeah. So I want my walkway to be here. You finally finished the part of the hull that sits below the waterline on the battleship. Oh, congratulations. Trying to do anything with shapes like that is an absolute nightmare. I'm pretty sure that I've scarred Elkhorn for life with the designs that I have done for vessels in the past. Took you 2 days. That sounds about right. Oh, that shouldn't be that. That should be a composter. I have no idea where that block went. Look for a meeting. Okay, look after yourself, Elkhorn, and thank you for joining us. Have a good meeting. It's a Kibo. Welcome in, Kibo, and thank you for that stretch. Oh, and stretch. And from the other half of our streamer Gotchi, Heil Hydrate. Right, what I do need is 2 composters. Conveniently, I have just enough of those to make them. Small cats, and what's the other one? Ah, tadpole. Stretch and sip, yes. And we have another Pokemon in chat for those who may be interested in trying to catch it. Right. So, this is the level we're aiming for. Why have I just... Why? Oh. Oh. Ah. I forgot. This is where we're going to be building the... Oh. If needed, med check as well. Yes, definitely remember that, everybody. Nothing lines up. I've gotten off by 1 between my ships. Fnurbles. Well, I'll just have to tear all of this down and build it 1 block higher. No. No. How did I not notice that until now? I've been walking over this. Schematica. Yeah. 24 hours for the left side, 24 hours for the right side. How How have I only just noticed this? I shall cast the magic spell of lift by 1 block. Oh. And I'm so tempted to install Axiom. Cut and paste by 1 block. Do it. Do it. Landstrad, we do not want me to go down the path that is Axiom. Sending me down the path that is Axiom is dangerous. Do it. Do it. Do it now. Youngling. Do it. Unlimited power. Yes. Oh. The worst thing is, I'm pretty sure that even if I just used... I could. There's just one problem. I'm fairly sure I can't remember. I'm fairly sure I can't remember. Yeah, that sounds like an average problem for me. Has visions of the Emperor falling with that. Nya! My biggest concern, other than the fact that I can't climb scaffolding, is this. I don't know whether or not Axiom would happily move that. Join the modded side. Our scope creeper is bigger than your scope creeper. Oh my! Should be fine. Just change each armor stand by +1. Yeah. At least there's only a small number of them. There's only like 5 there. And they're all sans gravity. A bit like me. Sans reality. I'll have a think about it. I'm really, really, incapable of landing properly. The other thing might be... would they be perfectly level? I'm also sans sanity. Yes. So the thought that crosses my mind is just lower the bridge. The thing is, just lowering the bridge has a slight problem, Diamond Miner Mum. This floor and theoretically is going to line up with or link to this floor. So what I might do is actually just have it so that the bridge slowly reduces. What is that one? That's a serve. I do not recognize the... I don't recognize the name. Just run the oboe into a feature. Yeah, I'm thinking of turning it into a slightly ramped slope. Oh. Well, that doesn't help. Goodbye! I meant to do that. So if I do 2, 2, and... would it be 2s? How far of a gap have I got to go? So we're going up to here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 blocks to go up by 4-ish. So I need to go roughly 3... hold on, is it 4 or 3? 1, 2... 1, 2, 3... Yeah, so 3 blocks per section. I'm not planning on making it a tether as well, Kay. I want to have... The tethering is going to come from the balloon itself. It is purely a bridge. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. I'm gonna have great fun when I try to put it. So then this is the end. This is the end, the very end. It is the end, and very much the end. Somehow I was attempting to turn that into a variation of we're men, we're manly men, we're around in tights, manly men. But I'm not entirely convinced I could properly do a... I don't think it's possible to do a Mickey take of anything from Men in Tights, because the entire film itself is is a Mickey take of everything. Stairs at either end, or even a ladder wouldn't be unreasonable. The slope may be more the vibe. But yeah, I'm thinking the slope is probably going to work. It's like parodying? Absolutely, parodying Spaceballs. Parodying, even. Ow. You're not looking forward to the next battleship you have to build. Just think of them as progressively more complicated pieces of random. I mean, I'm having... For all that I'm muttering and grumbling, I'm having great fun with this build. It's bonkers, it's insane, it's held together with too much gaffer tape and luck. It's the Yamato. Ooh, that's a build. That's gonna be amazing. I've seen some beautiful versions of the Yamato, so I look forward to seeing. Yeah, you'll have to post a picture of that once you've built it, MP Clark, into Discord if you want, if you could, because yeah, I'm thinking I should probably go for some oak as well to get that. No, I shouldn't be using Diff-dabba-dabbles. Diff-dabba-dabbles. Diff-dabba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dabba. Oh, folks. Awesome. I should probably add some gates onto this just to make it look a little bit more a little bit more yes. Let's go with yes. Really? I've only got enough for 4? This is all spruce. Yes. I did ponder maybe using some oak to give it a bit of a lighter shade as well. But the gates will give it a bit of a better feel as well. And what I'm then going to do is really mess with the design a bit. I have an idea. And if that doesn't cause people to run for the hills, congratulations. You've been around here too much. You were trying to decipher the Scots gibberish. Look, even I don't know what I said, so... do 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 dee 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 yabba da 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 dee yabba da dee dee dee. There are many question marks in life. Some of them are, what is Scots on? And the rest of them are valid. Yeah, let's just make this highly unhealthy. Ugh. Yeah, fnurbles. You're challenging yourself to build bigger, more complicated farms in your newish BAC Blazon Caves. Not the insanely big ones, just bigger than the basic starter and easy farms you built so far. Nice. I need 2 spruce. Excellent. I've got 2 spruce gates. 2 spruce gates. That just reminds me of the line from Real Genius of, I've noticed you've been stuttering a lot less. Yes, I've been giving myself electroshock therapy. Up the voltage. A 34 layer. 34 layers. Now that's a creeper farm. You also have vibrant visuals activated and makes the build look better. Vibrant visuals is a lovely concept that's come out of Mojang. I mean, I use I use basic shaders, but that's a big creeper. Yes. Now to bring Ozzy Osbourne's passed away. Oh no. I mean, given his lifestyle, I'm surprised he's not been dead 5 times over by now, but let's go for that many. Big bada boom. No. That, please. I mean, the man has lived his life. I'm pretty sure he's lived several other people's lives as well. And we have another Pokemon in chat. It is an Among Us. There's a fungus among us. There's an Among Us amongst us. Yada dee, yada dee. Ah, I can't jump up onto that. So let's jump up onto here. And it's very sus. Right, what I then want to do is that. No, that. To wrap it around a little bit. Why aren't you letting me place there? Meetings are done. Yay! Yay for meetings being done. Okay, I'm here. Oh, I know why it won't let me place there. This is half a nibble. Gosh, damn it. Oh well. To the new transportable flying. How do you build this block? Huffy. Hi, Huffy. You're helping me with some block placements. Welcome back, Raven, for the third time. Yes. Right. You. And you. And then since I'd like to be continuing music. Lotus, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Or at least, welcome in. How are you feeling? I know you weren't feeling brilliant yesterday. I hope you're feeling a bit better. I'm trying to decide whether or not I should run these under. The problem is if I do, that one's going to be wrong. But then again, if I do this... I could probably choose to change that and put another one above it, so... mentally exhausted and has headache. Aww. I started the day with one of those, so I do not recommend them to anybody. Right. Come on, Huffy. We need to go we need to go home and sleep before we end up with a suicide shrub hanging out at the top of our water spout. Also, have I accidentally turned on gamma override on the cam account? Yes, I have. That would explain a lot. Why does that feel like an again? It's not yet. It hasn't happened yet, Raven. It was something we jokingly said would probably happen. It would be Scotsman goes up the water spout and goes skaboom at the top. Yeah, nothing up there. Okay, I like this. This feels like a good walkway between the two halves of the vessel. It's not so, it's got that sort of janky, held together. Yes, I like this. What I might do is... No, not you. You. You are not a solid... I might turn you into solid blocks. And since this is the upper layer, I might do... Oh! I've just placed it on the wrong block. Dang it! Actually, No, 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 no. No, 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 that's not the right block. If I do that, then it looks like it's got a sort of support on it as well. I feel like I should probably do that longer. Ooh, no, that one. So let's... Let's try that again. That feels better. Yeah, that feels better. It's sort of... Actually, I wonder. I have an idea. What if I do this, not with spruce, but with bamboo? I think the lightness of the bamboo fences might make it look a lot more like it's a sort of rope. I think that's all of the... No, it's not. There's one over here. How do fences spread so far when you drop... Oh, missed one. Oh, there's one over there as well. Blimey. I've had many ideas, Kel. All of them have been in the face of reality. Lotus, thank you for the streak. Ooh, heck. Apparently, something was attempting to meet the villagers. Yeah, I don't have enough. Or should that be dead meat to the villagers? Only the brave. I know the name, but I've not watched it. No. It's you. Well, that's not good. I need even more than that. 12. Don't know how many I used. I vaguely want to say is only the brave a firefighting one. I should eat. I'm trying to. I've got a vague feeling I might have watched it. Is it all about, if it's the one I think it is it all the one about a guy who's basically trying to turn his life around from being a bit of a screw-up and wants to become a firefighter? Granite Mountain Hotshots. Oh, God. I cannot watch that film a second time. It is heartbreaking. Because I know it is based on reality. Oh, hey, I had exactly the right number. That feels like it is a lot more sort of support structure. As films go, it is beautifully done and incredibly heartbreaking. Swapping the direction mentally, allow for the fact that there's going to be a front to the ship here. I think that works. I mean, I could try and sort of hide a rabbit in, or yeah, I could try and hide a rabbit in one of the blocks, but I really wish they'd let us put leads between two solid blocks and not have to just go. The ship will be affronted. Well, I'm fairly sure the ship is already highly affronted by the concept of me building it. This is the closest material I can think of that would look like rope supporting the two halves. Unless... Oh, I think I have a better idea. Dang it. Okay, let's go for plan C. Got a nice old-fashioned rope look to it. Yeah, I have one more thought that might work, which is to run a row of trapdoors straight between the two vessels and have chains hanging down off of the trapdoors. But I think that would look too much. This feels more Indiana Jones-ish. Iron bars. Iron bars might work. I was thinking, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm tempted. I'm going to leave it for the moment, and I can always just come back to it if we decide that we need a colour change. I want to finish off this section, though, because it's getting to the point where it needs it. Right, so let's do you, and you, and run out of spruce. Excellent. So that tells me I'm going to need more. I need more spruce. Where am I going to find spruce? Who knows? That'll be a between streams problem. For those 5 minutes when I need to switch my brain off and just do something boring, like chopping down trees constantly. And just as I head up a water spout, I get a Heil Hydrate. Whee! Heil Hydrate! Trying to spruce up the place. Absolutely. Weensy Scotsman went up the water spout. There was a creeper at the top and he got blasted out. That's a stretch. I think one thing I'm missing is, and I've just realised this, there's no way up from down here to the to up there at this point. So that might need to be resolved. But it might be something that's fairly easy to resolve. Yeah, that's fairly easy to... sort of. Because there's whole sections of this that are almost right. I mean, the front of this area, this bit, is going to be the doors for where we connect with the tower. And I'm starting to really think it might be worth actually starting to design the tower soon. But I'd like to get the balloon on this done first. Right, so you and you. I think I need another one. No, hold on, that doesn't work. It's another one of these. I think that needs to be there, and that needs to be there. Like so. And then... no more and then. Oh, copper. Copper there. I need another 8. And then... no more and then. And we have a Cradley in chat for those who might need to catch that. Yeah, let's try it. Whoops. Well, we did have a Cradley in chat. I didn't notice. It escaped. It fleed with extra fleed. get dangerous. The brain cell escaped. Whoops. Around here, I'm not sure I had one. Pretty sure it's on perpetual loan. Thank you for the lurk, Mad. Right. 2. Yeah, let's go for another 4 of those. And then 6 of these to make 8. And then we'll just turn this into a solid wall. Like so, and like that. Like so? Yes, like so. Well, if you've not got the brain cell, Kel, and I sure as heck have. Ah, no, we know where the brain cell is. It's been hanging out with Landstrad. We worked that out earlier. Do that. I think it might be better to be one lower. Yeah. And what I think would work nicely is... You were borrowing it earlier. You had to take another test. Oh, goodness. Yes, because then it would be... Aye, let's, you might have worn it out. Raven, what have we told you about warning out the brain cell? How do you warn out a brain... Right, this one is supposed to be... Ah. And this one is supposed to... Yes. Yeah, I still can't word Taran. I fail to English. Woohoo! I escaped with only minor damage to my sanity. Unfortunately, the damage to everyone else's sanity for being in this chat is a little bit, yeah. Am I going to yeet myself? No, I'm not going to yeet myself or spleef myself. Right, and then we do this, and that, excuse me, that, and that. That's better, because now that lines up with the style of all of this. You word the word Taran well. It's the rest of the wordage that I have issues wordifying. Yes. I know how to wordify. Honest. And since we've got them all over the place otherwise... Let's do these here. I can wordify good, I can. And then we do this, this. No, it's a perfectly reasonable doubt, Kel. Yes, that was mentioned earlier, Wolf. We are definitely down a legend. We just need to sign me up to the School of Gooder English. Gooder English. I have Gooder English. Right, what I do need is... I probably should get the upper floor. As I commented to Feg, I'm pretty sure Ozzy has lived half a dozen different people's lives. He has very much outdone an awful lot of people. I'll come back to that. Right. Keith Moon will be waiting for him. I dread to think what he'll be waiting for him with. That one I'm going to leave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Several bottles, a swimming pool, and a car. Yeah. That feels appropriate. Actually, now that I've got the... Yeah, I should be able to... Now that we've got our worship column, we can probably make Cosmic happy by getting rid of the scaffolding. The itty-bitty Scots ran around like a maniac. He came up the madness and then decided to run back. And of course, because you said that, Kel, I was double-checking that I hadn't accidentally left the cam account as the main display. Because I would never do that. Ahem. Isn't the scaffolding an integral part of the build? Not anymore. The scaffolding is purely for mayhem purposes. No, never once or twice a stream. Yes. How long is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. 6. The madness was the spaceship in the manufacture. Oh goodness, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I do those. That one and that one. Look, just because that ship was long enough that it needed a sign on the back that said this ship breaks for no one. Right, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Sorry, hold on. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did I make that sign out of mini blocks? No, I think we actually used resizable paintings. 2. Yeah, I lost count. 2, 4, 7, 9, and some. And 6 is 15. 15 and some is 30. I need 30 fence gates in warped trapdoors. Warped trapdoors? Warped? I need 30 warped fence gates. Good lord. think that's 15 watt stem and every stick on the planet. But fortunately, there's a reason why I have a bamboo farm. That should give me 30 warped fence gates. Woohoo! Right. This should let me have something that starts to feel more like it's got the detail finishing off. For the moment, I'm leaving the large holes in the deck because I don't know if I want to... yeah. I nearly went in the wrong direction there. I don't know if I want to... Yeah. I had a train of thought and I just dropped it off the edge of a cliff. There we are. Well, that looks so much better. And now it actually starts having it feel like it's part of the rest of the ship. When in doubt, yeah. Yes, exactly. I like that. That's starting to feel like it's all consistently part of the same thing now. Which is very carefully dangerous. If anything, the one thing I don't like is the huge fucking great big water pillar. Let's look at this from the side where that's not in the way. Oh, that's nice. That is really looking so much better. Something's not right on one of the sides. This one. Those should be a half slab taller. There we are. I need 3 more. And then I need to start figuring out this. But before I can figure that out, I need to figure this out. And part of figuring this out is probably figuring out how we're going to get down. So I think... Careful, he's thinking again. Oh, we have a lichen rock in chat for anyone who is curious about catching that. Let's turn you into that. I need stairs. No, those stairs, please. What? Oh, lovely. Well, that's just classic. Okay. What? That doesn't help. So if I... Actually, what I want is that. Okay. If I do this straight down... Values are straight. Does it hit the floor at a sensible point? That feels like it's just a little bit too close. But I can't bring it further this way by a block. Dang nabbit. Gosh darn it. Unless we just accept that we're only going to have a one... No, you really wouldn't have... Well, I mean, we've got a 1 block wide gap here. So having a 1 block wide gap here... Unless... Fnurbles, yes. If we put a wall here, we could bring this whole thing to being a half, at which point it still doesn't work. Gosh darn it. Ideally, I'd like it to finish being a staircase just there. But for that, I would have to bring... Well, I mean, I could. Could just bring this floor level all the way up to here. But then how do we get from this floor level... Well, And there's going to be a pillar here if we do that. Which I was thinking about doing anyway. At which point you got a... Oh, that works. That works. And then we do the same over here, and we just put a little bit over the top there. Wait, what? It can't be quote 200 already. Fnurbles. Is this real? Thank you, Raven. As always, I have been caught off guard by the complete inability to actually pay attention to what the time is. Is this my mind? So what we do is we have wall, access corridor to engine room, makes sense. Access corridor to engine room makes sense. This becomes a larger open plan area, and then we put possibly another wall here for supporting, so that the staircase, yes, because that fits. And then we just have this go into a larger open room, and what's behind this wall here? Engine room. I'm wondering if that would be better as a pillar. Whoa! Well, that's not a good idea. Maybe not. Oh, but it doesn't matter. Because we're going to have the floor level up here. That works. And then we just seal off this so that you can't see it. What level of floor is happening? There's a massive flaw in my thinking. I'm thinking I have a plan, which is generally a bad sign. I have a plan, chat. I have a plan. It's going to mean changing the floor level. I think the floor level is at DEFCON 1. I have a plan and I'm not afraid to use it. Whoops. Right, what I do need to do is pick up this and this and this, and maybe not have a... I mean, it's not unusual to find in a build a crafting table in the middle of the floor at floor level. But, alright. So, let's see. I would have... Yeah. Defcon go from 1 to 5 or 5 to 1? They go from 5 to 1. Because if in war games they end up at Defcon 1 just as Whopper is trying to take over. Right, and then we're all doomed. Exactly. I mean, we're all doomed anyway. I have plans. Chat, hear me out. I've got a plan. Waiting for the panic to set in. Is that all of it? Yep. Right. Let's get back up to the boat. Back up to the boat? Yeah. Chat, hear me out. I did it again. I'm trying to fly in the wrong direction. Right. Let us go to Pretty's mode, because it is that time of day. And ooh. Okay, now that the ship is much more how should we put it? Solid. That looks so much better. And now that it's got that railing around the top of it a lot more. I'm curious, how does the... Oh, that's nice. That works. The walkway between elements of the ship just looks so lovely. If anything, it looks more rope-like now that it's been done. I still need to work out how I am going to do the shape of the front of the back half. That's actually, is it about half? I'm trying to sort of figure out the length of this, and actually that's not far off the half of it. We would have been doomed if it weren't for those meddling kids and that danged dog. Yes. And to think, the comment was, how many times are we going to talk about vertical half slabs today? And now it's, how many times are we going to talk about Ozzy being dead? Ah, dear. Yeah, I'm really liking the way that this is coming together. I think I should focus on trying to sort out the shape of this next, because that's the biggest bit of, as many times as there are people in chat. Yeah, that feels right. I think it would be nice to get the front of that half sorted, because that's the biggest section of ship that is missing. And then once we've got that, oh hey, we're going into Moody Pretties. Then we can start considering what are we going to do about the gas bags, because that's going to be where it becomes truly bonkers as we try and put the gas bag on top of this, because that is going to be massive. I am going to need Giant Pig as a Pink Floyd tribute. I'm going to need to set up a... Yeah, I need to get some sheep over here, because I think I'm going to need a very... I have 2 chests full of wool. I don't think it's going to be enough. I think 2 chests full of wool are not even going to manage to do all of the skeleton of it. Yeah, I think there's going to need to be one, isn't there? But I do love the way that this is coming together. Hey, Bo. Welcome in. You've arrived just as we're looking at everything in Pretty's mode before we head off. And I think the interior layout is starting to make much more sense as well. Because the rooms are starting to feel more like where there should be rooms. Yeah. Figured. Well, as long as you're not too upset by the fact that I'm just about to hit this button. Thank you to everyone for joining me this evening. It has been absolutely amazing having you all here. And as always, fantastic fun. I will be back again tomorrow at my usual time, 2.5 hours previously to now, where we will be continuing on our work on all of the chaos around this ship for the 2nd day of the week. Before we head back to the Nether on Thursday and Friday, because yikes. Not that button! Not that button! Yep, that's the one. Gonna get the check-in boat. Yep. Well, thank you for the check-in as well. Let's have a look. Who can we head out to this evening? Wow. There's... I don't have many people that I'm following who are live. What do we think about a little bit of Stardew Valley this evening? I was just thinking that, Feg. Right. A little bit of Stardew Valley is always fun, and I think it'll be fun. And I do like Gabezilla. So, we haven't been able to raid out to them for a while because of Life, the Universe, and a variety of things. So, I'm going to send you all over to Gabezilla. Be nice, be amazing, don't be gremlins unless you've had a snack after midnight. And hopefully I will see you all again tomorrow at my usual time, 2.5 hours previously to now. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being amazing. Good day.